everybody, and welcome back to my channel. The reading rush is over. It has been so much fun, and thank you to all of you who have joined me on this wild vlogging ride. I have had a blast this past week. I have had so much fun. I've read, honestly, this has been the best selection of books that I've had for a booktube, for a reading rush ever. I've been doing this for 3 years, and this year was the best. I really thought about the books that I wanted to read, and they all were so good. So I just wanted to wrap up this week by letting you all know how I did, giving you a rundown of basically my stats for this week. So I recorded everything in my wonderful reading journal of 2020. I had so much fun with this. It was so much fun. I think I need to go back and kind of I didn't always do my daily journal, but I'd like to go back over and write in it because I want to have this memorabilia for years to come. For the Reading Rush wrap-up, they have a couple of questions. The first one being, and probably the most important, how many books did you read? And I read 5 books. I'm very proud of myself. I ended up reading 5 books. This is the most amount of books that I've read in a reading rush. I think the first year was really hard. I think I ended up reading about 2 books because it happened during that week. My cat passed away. Last year I was working, so I only read 2.5 books. And this year I had nothing better to do this week, so I read 5 books. How many pages did you read? And this is really important because some books can be super short, some books can be really long. One of my books was a pretty long one. I ended up reading Children of Blood and Bone, so I read 1,737 pages. That's right, I made it over the 1,000 pages mark, and that was pretty cool. Yeah, I actually earned a badge for that, so I'm really excited about that. The next question is, how many challenges did you complete? I completed all 7. All 7! I completed all the challenges for this year, and I'm really happy about that. I think there was one year where I was able to do all 7, except for read 7 books, but at that point I made it a goal to try to cram like all the challenges into 2 books. But not this year. This year my TBR was 4 books, 4 separate books, and I read an extra one on top of that, and I did all 7 challenges, so patting myself on the back for that one. Next year, I definitely want to participate next year. This is definitely going to be an annual thing. So what is one tip you have for next year? That's the next question, is what is one tip you have for next year? And I actually have 2 tips. So the first one is the one I wrote in here, and then I thought of a second one. The first one is, audiobooks take more effort than you think. I did not realize how much I multitask while I'm reading. I really thought that an audiobook would kind of help me focus on my project, and it was really good while I was had my hands busy, but I didn't realize how much I interact with people while I'm reading. It was really difficult because I had to really just pay attention to my book, whereas when I'm reading I can pop up, and I'm so used to popping up and talking to Gordy about the book I'm reading, and I can't really do that with an audiobook. I didn't realize how much I do that until I couldn't do that anymore. So I'm going to keep that in mind. I gave myself an entire, like, only one day to do the audiobook, and I thought it was going to be, like, a more relaxing day. Obviously not. So that's something I need to keep in mind for next year, is that audiobooks take more effort than you think. The next question is, what was the hardest challenge? The hardest challenge currently was read a book completely outside of your house. And this was difficult because of the whole situation going on in the US right now. It's really hard to find a public space that was kind of also secluded from other people. So what I ended up doing, I originally was going to read Children of Blood and Bone for this challenge. I ended up switching it out for a shorter book. I read Children of Blood and Bone like while listening to nature sounds, but I ended up switching that book with a shorter book, and that really helped. And it was also really difficult because I wanted to stay close to my house because I wanted to stay close to a bathroom. So I think next year I need to keep in mind of like finding a place that's close to the house, that's comfortable. And honestly though, I'm really happy I did decide to do that challenge outside and I found a place because it was so nice just chilling out and hanging out outside, and it was really nice. I think next time I'd want to find some place that, like, I literally was like on a patch of grass next to the sidewalk. And so maybe I could find a place that's like, I don't know, a little bit more of like in a garden, but close to a bathroom. The next question is, where did you read the most? I read mostly on my couch. It is really hot in my apartment right now, and my bedroom just got really stuffy. We have an air conditioner in the living room, but it doesn't quite reach the bedroom. So I spent a lot of time on my couch, like kind of close to the air conditioner because it has been hot this past week. And so that's where I was most productive. The next question is, what was your favorite book to read? Hands down, my favorite book to read was The Girl on the Train. This book kept me going, and I don't generally read mystery, thriller novels and stuff like that, but this book was so good, so good. I think I might start reading more if they're this good, because it's one of my favorites now. It was amazing and I loved it. It was such a wild ride. I'm really glad that I picked it. And I got to check it off on my 100 essential books to read in my lifetime poster. So, yay, bonus. And the next question is, what was your favorite reading rush memory? I think one of my favorite memories was kind of just I was talking to Gordy about all the different books I was reading and just being able to get absorbed into that fantasy world where I don't always give myself that leisurely time to just indulge in a book. I read a lot, but generally I like use reading as like a reward system to get myself to do other things. And this time I just got to read because I wanted to. I got to read because it was a time where I allowed myself to escape into the fantasy world, and I had a blast. It was so much fun. So that is it. That's it until next year. I think I might participate in some other readathons. I think I'm going to start doing a readathon once a month. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I'll try to vlog it. I've gotten a little bit more practice with vlogging. yeah, this was so much. This was a blast, and I was really happy to share it with all of you. Anyways, let me know how you guys did. How'd you guys do for the reading rush? Let me know in the comments below. And congratulations, you guys did it. All right. I will be back. I also I'm going to be taking a break from reading for a little bit because that was a lot. But I will definitely be back to do a monthly wrap-up. I am at least going to do a video of that. In the meantime, I'll see you around. All right. Bye, bookworms.